It is that time again that we are going to be doing the takeaways from Dan Campbell's press conference. I believe he gets in front of the media next 2 days, maybe 3. Then he gets a day off. The coordinators and such get on, and then we see him again on Friday. Then, of course, we take on the Arizona Cardinals. Our first road game this Sunday at 4:25. So this now is in 3 games. The Detroit Lions have had only 1 game at 1 o'clock. And it's kind of amazing because in the 2022 season, all of our games were at 1 o'clock until we got flexed at the very end and got our first primetime game. And then last year we had several games that were not at 1. But this year, between primetime Thanksgiving and kind of the middle of the day playing the NFC West and some of them on the road, we play San Francisco on the road and Arizona on the road. So those games are going to be later. San Francisco is actually a night game. So not sure we'll be doing the post-game show that day because you're talking about, what are we talking here? I forgot it's 5:20 there. So we can, it was just like the NFC title game. But anyway, here is the takeaways. Again, not a super long press conference it's longer than Fridays. It's about 13 minutes or so. So the theme of today's presser was so close. And one thing I'll say about Dan Campbell is I believe him. But there's something that I got from here, okay? Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes, they're always trying to get the team better, but it doesn't look like they're going to do anything with this roster until the trade deadline or if somebody is hurt and can't go. There probably will not be an outside force coming in that before the trade deadline, which is week 9 this year. So I got that from, he said he was so close. He's been saying that since year 1 and he hasn't disappointed. So it was good to see Coach in a lot better spirits than yesterday. I think we all were kind of upset yesterday. The first thing I saw is he said we are getting better and that the main culprit yesterday was the red zone offense and that it's not one person's fault. He literally put all the blame, like he spread it all around. Misreads, misroutes, miscoaching. So Dan Campbell spread the blame, but he started with himself. But he said that, and Goff said the same thing, that it was pretty much going 1 for 7 in the red zone. He said that they were more efficient on offense, which we're sitting here saying, what? And I mean, maybe they were. They almost doubled up the Bucs in yards, kept Mike Evans in check. But the red zone, listen, putting points on the board is how you win games. And I can't remember who said this, but somebody said a field goal is 3 points closer to a loss. And that's exactly what happened yesterday. The Lions kicked a bunch of field goals and we lost the game. Got to be able to get it in the red zone. But he said that they were more efficient on offense, but in between the 20 and 20, but they just couldn't do anything inside the red zone. Again, said they were so close, just need to clean up the little things. And again, this takes us back to 2021, 2022, specifically 2022. 2022 was tough. 1-1, dropped 5 straight, and we saw how in it we were in those games. I think we lost a ton of those games by like 1 possession. And all we kept hearing is that we were right there. We were right here, there. We were right there. A play this way, a stop that way, and the game changes. But somebody put it in the comment section that if we score on those 7, if we get at least 6, right, from those 7 red zone attempts, then you're talking about, okay, 30, 36, 42, right? Yeah, 42 points just from getting into the red zone. But instead, we walked away to only 6 of those points. So, I mean, that could be a difference. But we'll see. Amon-Ra St. Brown, it is a lower leg. He, quote, should be all right. So that is good. Not sure he'll play on Sunday. I expect him to. But, I mean, St. Brown is not going to, coming off a loss, coming off of a not too stellar first game, I expect if he can go, he will. He might have to get held out by Coach. Another thing is that they talked about Aiden Hutchinson and that Hutch is a force. Hutch is a force, and talked about that he played all but 7 snaps on defense. 7 snaps, but that Hutch is a force and that he is getting better and better and better. And he's just kind of tipping the scale. Like, he hasn't even really crossed the scale. Dryer. It's in the dryer. Just looking. It should be some in the basket as well. Yep. Okay, did you get a towel? Okay, all right. You know, daddy duty, man. Okay, all right. But DJ Reader played 25 snaps, so that's good. I predicted, I think 10 to 15, 20 tops, but he played 25 snaps. He also gave a bunch of credit to Levi and those guys in the middle, how they were clogging it up and creating. I still would, you know what? I'm hoping Marcus Davenport can come back because I want to see DJ Reader, Aiden Hutchinson, Marcus Davenport, Aleem McNeil, which is another guy he gave credit to. So Hutch is a force. DJ Reader, 25 snaps, and you could see a difference when he was in. Just made a video about Josh Reynolds today and how we haven't found his replacement, but it looks like Tim Patrick is going to be his replacement. He played 30 snaps, 30-plus snaps. Dan Campbell said he liked what he saw and that there is, quote, a place for him on this team, which means that he is going to, it might happen sooner than later, but somebody will have to get waived and Tim Patrick will come up to the 53-man roster because they are not going to let this guy go. They are going to look to Tim Patrick to be that Josh Reynolds replacement, and he just might be. We have to see. Until he is, I hope he is. I really do, because we need that guy. Tim Patrick would have been huge in the red zone yesterday. He said he's long. His catch rate is ridiculous. Something that blew my mind, okay? Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jamison Williams played in the high 70s. The Lions had 80-plus snaps on offense. J-Mo went from hurt year 1, trying to get his footing year 2, to 70-plus snaps in year 3, game 2. Outstanding. And shout out to Jamison Williams, man, with a block that basically springs that Jahmyr Gibbs fourth down. No block, no rock. Jamison Williams is definitely coming to his own. And in case you didn't know, J-Mo, after 2 games at 200 yards, is the leading receiver for the Detroit Lions. So right now, he is not disappointing. Maybe if the refs actually threw a flag, then maybe he would have a little bit more. Anyway. Talked about Alex Anzalone and Terrion Arnold. Had a finger issue. Terrion is good. Alex, he said, is day to day. In case you don't know, he went out yesterday with a concussion. And the last thing he said, he mentioned the Arizona Cardinals and that they are a good football team and that basically the Detroit Lions are primed for Arizona because of the team they just faced. They just faced a team that basically prepped them for Arizona. And, the loss sucks. It does. It makes the week go much slower than a win would. I mean, the past 2 weeks of the NFL season has flown past. I think this one moves a touch slower. But literally, just like the win against the Rams, we are going to have to move on. We're going to have to move on come Wednesday. So what I usually do is once Wednesday hits, I really try, unless it's a pressing issue or something like Kelly Stafford running her mouth or the Dallas Cowboys situation, by Wednesday I try to move on because the NFL players have to do it. We don't have time to sit and sulk on what happened last week. We have to focus against the Arizona Cardinals and the Kyler Murray, who is a nightmare. He is a nightmare. There's no doubt about it. And I'm going to tell you what, if the Lions let Kyler do what Baker did, it's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. So just a couple things off the top that I haven't mentioned. I think Terrion Arnold is going to be fine. There's an adjustment period for players. With receivers, there are things that they can't do, right? There are things that you can do in college, you can't do in the NFL. One of the things that bugs me about receivers is 1 foot down. I hate that rule in college because you are literally not prepping them at all for the NFL. It is the complete opposite, 2 feet down in the NFL, right? There are things that people can get away with. We're seeing it happen with Caleb Williams. Inferior competition. Yes, college is exciting, but not all these cats make it to the NFL. I think the NFL houses 2% of football talent. The best of the best play in the NFL. Even if the best are worse, they're probably better than most players in college, right? So we're seeing an adjustment with Terrion Arnold, and I think he's going to be okay. I was a little worried about his fingers yesterday. Not sure what happened. Glad to see him back out there, but I knew it would hinder his interception, But with the defensive back coach we got, with him being who he is, I believe he'll be just fine. It is a learning curve. And I don't know about y'all, but I see something different in Terrion than I ever saw in Jeff Okudah, and Jeff Okudah was the 3rd overall pick, like 100%. I see it, and eventually he'll get it. He'll adjust. I'm not worried about Terrion Arnold. He's not a bust. He's not any of those things. Not worried at all. I think he'll be just fine. We've seen a lot of corners come through, and the last one we took that high or in the first round was nowhere near the talent that Terrion has. So I think he's going to be fine. As far as this week, Lions got to take care of business, and we expect them to do that. I haven't done this in a while, so I want to do it again, just real quick, real brief. I try to mix it up. The Green Gridiron situation is still going on. The promo code, the situation. Let me see. I didn't do any research to see if they have any stuff in stock, but I have to email the guys over at Green Gridiron to get to see what's up with the helmets. Now, for all my director members, when you hit a 6-month milestone, and every milestone badge change thereafter, so it's like 6, 12 in a year, things like that, you'll get a special thank you gift from me. I'm going to try to get my hands on the alternate helmet for you guys to have, and I think everybody, all the members of 6 months or more, are going to get one. And then whatever we have left, I'll keep one for myself, and then we'll have a giveaway. But I think I actually might get the big one as soon as they get back in stock. So that's what we'll do. I want to say thank you to all my members. All my members, man, I appreciate you. But Green Gridiron is having a stack sale. They're not a stack sale, but the more you spend, the more you save. So you guys know the drill. You spend 50, you save 5. You spend 100, you save 10. You spend 250, you save 40. You spend 500, you save 100. You spend 1,000, you save 250. And you can stack it with my promo code LS24 to save an additional % to double your discount. Discount double check. See what I did? Oh, shoot. Fire. But not because of, Big Head Mars attack. But anyway, y'all know what I'm saying, man. Want to say thank you guys very much. There was a guy, a channel that was copying my thumbnails, directly stole my avatar, and it seems like the tide has changed, and they have gone back to what they were before. So I guess they say the best form of flattery is imitation. And, but when I think of imitation, I think about The Thing, the 1982 movie with John Carpenter, with Russell, and Kirk Russell and those guys, and Childs and Windows and all of those guys. That's what I think of when I think of imitation. I automatically go to The Thing. So anyway, appreciate you guys. I don't know if it was me or the guys that, so I appreciate y'all, man. So she see what the future holds for this channel. I do appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. And be careful who you rock with on YouTube.